Hey there, amazing parents! Are you finding yourself constantly repeating instructions, raising your voice, and wondering how to get your toddler to listen without turning your home into a shouting match? Well, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into gentle, effective ways to connect with your little one so they actually listen. No yelling required. Let's get into it. We've all been there. You ask your toddler to put away their toys or come to the table, and they seem to suddenly become deaf to your voice. Maybe you ask again, and again, until you feel that familiar frustration bubble up. Before you know it, your voice is raised, and you're met with tears or more resistance. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be that way. Getting your toddler to listen is less about having control and more about building cooperation. It starts with connection. Children, especially toddlers, thrive on emotional connection. When they feel seen, safe, and respected, they're much more likely to respond positively. So instead of shouting across the room, try physically getting on their level. Look into their eyes, use their name, and speak calmly. You'd be surprised how much more receptive they'll be. Toddlers live in the moment. That means if they're immersed in play and you suddenly expect them to stop, they might resist, not out of defiance, but because it's hard for them to switch gears. You can help them transition by giving gentle warnings or making the next step more appealing. For example, instead of just saying, "Time for bed," you might say, "After you put the last block away, let's go snuggle and read your favorite story." This kind of approach respects their experience while guiding them toward cooperation. Consistency is your best friend when it comes to communication. If you say something, follow through gently and predictably. If you ask your child to put on their shoes and they ignore you, calmly walk over, help them start the process, and explain why it's important. Actions speak volumes, and when they learn that you mean what you say, without harshness, they'll be more likely to listen next time. Another helpful strategy is to offer choices within boundaries. Toddlers crave independence, so when you give them a sense of control, they're more likely to cooperate. Instead of commanding, "Put your jacket on," try, "Would you like your red jacket or the blue one today?" That tiny bit of autonomy can make a huge difference. It's also important to avoid nagging. Toddlers will often tune out repeated commands, especially if they're accompanied by frustration. If you find yourself repeating, take a step back. Instead of asking the same thing 5 times, pause and make sure you have their attention first. Sometimes, just a gentle touch on the shoulder or saying their name softly can draw them in more effectively than louder words. Positive reinforcement can work wonders. Celebrate the little wins. When your child listens the first time, let them know how much you appreciate it. "Thank you for coming when I called. That helped us get ready so quickly." Reinforcing good behavior reminds them what they're doing well and encourages them to do it again. And of course, we can't talk about listening without addressing emotions. Toddlers have big feelings, and they don't always have the language or tools to express them. When they're melting down, your calm presence is more powerful than any lecture. Validate their emotions. Even if you don't agree with their behavior, "I see you're upset because you wanted to keep playing. It's okay to feel sad. Let's find a way to make this easier together." Over time, your toddler learns that you are their safe space, someone who listens without judgment, who speaks with kindness, and who means what they say. This foundation creates a two-way street of communication that gets stronger with consistency and patience. Now, let's talk about ourselves for a moment. As parents, we're human too. There will be days when you're exhausted, your patience is thin, and you just want your child to do what you ask without the extra steps. On those days, it's okay to take a breath and step away. Regulate yourself first before trying to regulate your toddler. Because when you lead with calm, your child learns to follow that energy. You're not failing if you've yelled before. We all have. What matters is what you do next. Whether it's a simple apology, a warm hug, or trying a different approach next time. The beauty of parenting is that it's always a work in progress. Your efforts to connect, guide, and speak respectfully matter, and they're shaping your child in powerful ways. So, if you're tired of yelling and ready to create more peaceful interactions with your toddler, start small. Get down to their level. Speak gently. Offer choices. And above all, connect first. You'll find that not only does your child begin to listen more, but the bond you share will grow stronger day by day. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more parenting insights, and share this with someone who might need a little extra calm in their day. See you next time and happy parenting.